what is it all about? Is it just a social life? Is it a material life? And I thought maybe I'd learn a little bit more about it in psychiatry. So off I went to school and I became a psychiatrist. But 9 years into the practice, I realized that the deeper spiritual questions are not going to be solved by psychiatry. So why are we born? Who could answer that? And what's the purpose of this life when we all die with nothing in our hands? What's the purpose? Why are we? And for such a brief moment, to look at the stars and how big the sky is, and we're here for just a small moment. And why do we leading our life just to make to buy a car and a big house, or why? What does that mean? What is the meaning of it? So I started to realize I wasn't going to find the meaning in psychiatry, and I began asking a strange question: have you ever seen a miracle? Partly because I had a lot of professors that could talk. It's not hard to find somebody who can influence you by talk. And I said, I've had enough of that. I wonder if there's somebody who could actually show me he knew something deeper about the meaning of life. And I started asking people. Somebody said, well, I have a martial art instructor, and when he puts his hand near your arm, you feel heat coming from his. I said, well, that's interesting, but why am I born? Where am I going, you know? So that didn't do it for me. And I heard of a lot of people who had a sixth sense, and people felt goodness and kindness from them. And then I heard about Sai Baba, and the stories were altogether of a different dimension. You can't even measure this dimension. Well, what? He knew everybody that came to him. He knew who they were. He knew about them. He could tell them about. He could materialize what you're thinking. I said, wait. I'm from a sort of a scientific background. What do you mean he could materialize something that you're thinking, or materialize an object? You know what that means to science? If there really was somebody like that to show that matter comes from will or love or whatever it comes from, but that a human has the control of doing such a thing. He can cure illnesses. He can be in 2 or more places at once. He's even raised the dead. I didn't believe a word, but I was interested. How could something like this happen? Go see him. When you see him, he can change you and you won't change back, I heard. Go see him. There's a large group of people that are interested in him doing good works. Go see him.